Let's try to understand what happened today with Tesla. Is Tesla stock crashing? Let's take a look at this. So Tesla is down $13.07. That's 5.06%, closed at 245.01. Post-market, we seem to be pretty even. So let's look at what we have here on the chart. We had our buy signal when Tesla started venturing above 240.89. And this happened on Tuesday. And we had stochastic over 60. So this was our buy signal. Tesla made a big candle. It made a super big candle. It would have been better for everybody to have a smaller candle on Tuesday, because we try to wait for the completion of a candle in order to indicate that this is indeed a break of the horizontal resistance at 240.89. Yeah, we had that candle. That candle was super, super high. So that's a little bit unfortunate, but this is what it is. We need to deal with what we are left with. So if you entered at 255 or something like that the next day, then of course you've entered a little bit high. And if you enter after a big candle, yes, of course, this is going to be a little bit more risky. So things were going pretty good on Wednesday and Thursday, and our bullish channel was pretty much intact. We closed a little bit outside of it, so that's unfortunate. If you entered on Wednesday, then of course, if you're still in it, this is a little bit sad. This is a 5% down. In terms of the buy signal, because of the fact that Tesla was above 240.89, this is still intact. We are still above that number. We still have stochastic over 60. Stochastic took a drop, but it's still over 60. Let's take a look at the 1 hour chart. So on the 1 hour chart, the first candle was down, and then we could see that we have a congestion zone right here down to 250. So between 250 and 260.25, we basically were into a congestion zone. And myself, I got out of Tesla right here when we broke 250. I had been in since Monday right here when we had the break of the congestion zone right here on Monday with a good stochastic. So I entered right here at 238. When we broke today, this congestion zone right here, I just decided to take my chips away. I am left with some profit, and then I am just letting Tesla see what is happening. This is my style. I try to catch the swings early, and in order to catch swings early, I oftentimes, not always, oftentimes get in on the 1 hour chart, because oftentimes the last few hours of a day can give us a buy signal, and then the next day Tesla likes to just go like crazy. So on the next day, then I could be well positioned for a move. I had mentioned also that when we have this little bit of a pre-break top right here, that I would be entering as soon as I would see the stock go above 240.89. So even though you might not have entered on the 1 hour chart with Tesla on Monday, on Tuesday in the morning, looked at the 5-minute chart and then see that Tesla was going higher and was basically breaking 240.89 with some strength, and you could have decided to enter here at 244. And then once you get in a little bit early, you could have decided to have a stop loss either at 240, either at 250 or at 255, depending on your degree of risk. So here I considered selling after the first hour right here, but then I decided, okay, no. This is a very short congestion zone. We have a bigger one. And the bigger the channels, the bullish channels, the bearish channels, and the congestion zone they are, if they are like this or like this, the bigger they are, the longer they are going to be valid. In terms of the indicators on the 1 hour chart, everything is bearish. We have lost stochastic over 60. We had the MACD breakover. RSI went below 50, and RSI is also below 50. This decreasing RSI was telling us something. It was telling us that, oh no, the stock is losing strength. It could still have rebounded on 250, but it just did. And the MI is also bearish right now. Let's take a look at the daily charts. We are bouncing on 240.89. The low of the day was at 242. We came $1.50 close to it, and then we seem to be bouncing on this. In terms of indicators, we still have stochastic, we still have the MACD crossover, we have lost RSI, and we have lost the MIOs. Let's see next week what is happening. Are we going to just bounce back and forth right here? This is a possibility. If it bounces right here, that's a reasonable entry here above 240.89. To be a little bit more sure, would require a break of 255.23. Let's take a look at some Tesla news, because there were many Tesla news that happened in the last 24 hours. So basically, yes, Tesla tumbled today on price cuts across its lineup. So basically, Tesla lowered its prices for the Model S and X. The Model X is now under $80,000. This is a price drop that brings the Model X below the 80,000 limit for SUVs to get the federal tax credit. This is a price drop that might be helping Tesla sell more Model X's. Tesla also cut prices on the Model S. The price drops were between 15 and 19%. So of course, this is going to hit the margins for Tesla. And this is making people scared that Tesla is having a hard time selling its cars and it needs to have the prices drop. Also, Tesla cut the FSD price by $3,000 in the US. It was $15,000 and now it's at $12,000. Tesla really wants to impact demand with its price cuts. Tesla has officially unveiled the Tesla Model 3 Highland, which is an improved version of the current Model 3. I think it looks pretty good. Tesla added a lot of improvements in there in terms of aerodynamics, in terms of the quality of the materials inside. Range is increasing. The sound system has more speakers, and there's also now a rear screen for the Model 3. So I think all in all, this is great news. And this is the first news that I heard this morning. So I thought that bingo, the stock is just going to go up because of this great news. But when I saw the other news, then I realized the day would not be the same. If we take a look at the VIX came down. So VIX was down 0.48, 3.54%, closed at 1308. It's mainly Tesla that is having a little bit of a problem. Up 58 cents, 2.55%, closed at 23.31. Post market, we are up by 3 cents. This is the congestion zone that we are in at 23.59. Stochastic is inching higher and higher. It is going to be a buy opportunity at 23.59. Be careful of this. Here would be a buy opportunity, but then we have this downward resistance line that you need to be careful for. Maybe you want to wait until it really breaks this one to be free to go to 26.90. Xpeng did a little trick, so it's up 92 cents, 5.17%, closed at 18.71. Post market, we are up by 3 cents. Basically did a head fake below 18.12, and now it's back on it again. It tried to go super high, but then was squished. So there's a lot of selling pressure right here on that stock. In terms of stochastic is great, and all of the indicators are great. This was just a bad candle yesterday. NIO is up 73 cents, 7.11%, closed at $11. This was a great day for NIO, 7% up, but in terms of the pattern, this did not change the pattern. It's still in the congestion zone. I'm waiting for 11.31 in the good stochastic would be, a little bit safer. VinFast is still coming down, so 15% down $5.22, 15% down, closed at $29.50. This one is just funny to watch. Palantir just going sideways, up 20 cents, 1.34, nothing to see here. Nvidia, it's weakening a little bit. I see a wick at the bottom right here, so the wick is telling me that there's a little bit of a push from the buyers towards the end of the day at some point. So we are down $8.46, 1.71%, closed at 485.09. Let's take a look at our indices. So QQQ is falling back a little bit on the support line right here. So we are just down 0.11%. Dow Jones going sideways, up 0.33%. We still don't have stochastic yet. S&P 500 up 0.18%, still outside of the bearish channel. this one would be a buy right now for myself because we have broken a downward resistance and also the next available horizontal resistance with a good stochastics. This is nice. We could be bouncing downward on this, so that's the thing you need to watch. Nasdaq Composite, we are pretty much even Steven. We are right smack on this downward resistance and we have been rejected. We tried to go up higher and we have been rejected so far. All of our other indicators are still pretty good, so maybe we are going to try again. Treasuries, a little bit of a move up right here, 1.73%. Gold going sideways again, still in the bullish channel, but pretty much even Steven. Silver moving down a little bit, down 0.96%, sitting back on this downward resistance, which has now become support so far. Bitcoin going sideways, even though it did something weird on Tuesday. Ripple, we see the weakening a little bit. So if we break 0.47, then watch out. And US dollar climbing and climbing. US dollar is really in this congestion zone between 103.580 at the top, which was exactly where it topped on May 26th. And then the bottom is sloppy a little bit. The bottom at 103.203. We have wicks all the time that are going a little bit lower. I would tend to consider that a double resistance just to be a little bit more tidy at 103.053. So thank you very much for watching. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing. If you like what I do, you can become a YouTube member. Click on my TradingView affiliate link. I'm going to wish you a great weekend. This is Labor Day weekend. This is one of the only holiday which is in common between Canada and the US. The stock market will be closed on Monday. But this Sunday, we are going to do a public live. I usually do a live every Sunday for my members, but once a month I do it for the public. So you are welcome to join me where we can have a longer discussion about what happened this week with Tesla and also what we could be expecting for next week for all of the stocks that I usually go through. So you can join me. This will happen between 3 p.m. and 4 p.m. on Sunday. So have a great weekend and I'm going to tell you à la prochaine.